All right, welcome to level 3 of Crossroads of America. Level 3 is all about Indiana's 3 regions. In this level, you will learn about Indiana's 3 unique regions. You will discover the major cities, landforms, and main attractions in each region. This covers pages 20 to 25 in your Indiana history textbook. We always start each level with looking at the vocabulary words. The important words to know, there are 3 of them for this level. They are till, elevation, and moraines. Till is a mixture of clay, sand, and small stones. Elevation is the height of land above or below sea level. And moraines are a line of low hills formed by rocks that are pushed up by glaciers. You'll see a picture later about what moraines look like. Our big question for this quest, it's always important to keep this at the forefront of this quest, is what is special or unique about the geography and culture of Indiana? These are the things that we're trying to learn and to understand and to master. We're going to start by talking about the Northern Moraine and Lakes region. Mission objective is to describe the physical and human features of the Northern Moraine and Lakes region. And our challenges, these are the questions that you need to be able to answer at the end of this mission, is to describe the physical features of the Northern Moraine and Lakes, to be able to answer what are the major cities located in the Northern Moraine and Lakes region, and what attractions and landmarks are found in the Northern Moraine and Lakes region. Let's first do a quick review of things that we learned last level. We learned that Indiana's lithosphere was shaped by glaciers coming down into Indiana during the ice ages. Because this happened, these glaciers created 3 geographic regions of Indiana that helped shape and form our state lithosphere and gave our state its own unique character. And we call these 3 regions the Northern Moraine and Lakes, Central Till Plain, and Southern Hills and Lowlands. You can see from the map how they're basically divided within our state. You can see this is kind of a puzzle. Consider each region a different puzzle piece. When they're put all together, they form Indiana, but when they're separate, they're separated from each other. They each have their own unique features. We're going to start our level with Mission 1, talking about Northern Moraine and Lakes. Here you see it on the map. It covers the northern 1/3 of Indiana. Allen County is right here, so that would be that means that we live in this region, the Northern Moraine and Lakes. The Northern Moraine and Lakes was formed because glaciers flattened most of this area, and it created both land and water features that make this a unique part of Indiana. The eastern half, which would be this part right here, has a lot of natural lakes and hills that were formed by this glacier movement during the Ice Age. Glaciers scraped out holes for lakes, and later water from melted glaciers would fill the land that was scraped out, and it would create lakes. Glaciers also left behind hills of soil and rocks, forming moraines. Here you can see a moraine there to the left. The western half of this region was also affected by these glaciers, but instead of creating lakes, it created wetlands and sandy soil. It also created dunes along Lake Michigan, and we're going to learn about those dunes a little bit more here in just a few minutes. The major cities of the Northern Moraine and Lake regions are Fort Wayne, South Bend, and Gary. Fort Wayne, where we live, is Indiana's 2nd largest city. It is located where the St. Joseph and St. Mary rivers join to form the Maumee River. And Fort Wayne is famous because a lot of really important inventions have been made in Fort Wayne. And that's because it's a center for manufacturing. That means making goods that we use, and higher education like college. There are a lot of colleges in Fort Wayne. Its biggest attractions, the biggest reasons why tourists would want to come to Fort Wayne, are to visit the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo and Johnny Appleseed's gravesite. and the Northern Moraine and Lakes region. There's also South Bend. It is located right along the Indiana-Michigan border. You can see it starred right there. It is named for its location on the bend of the St. Joseph River, South Bend. It is home to the University of Notre Dame. Notre Dame is famous for its football team. Gary is Indiana's fourth largest city. It is known for its many factories and its location near Lake Michigan and Chicago. Here are the attractions and landmarks in this region. Reasons that people would want to come to Indiana is Indiana Beach Amusement Resort, which is located in Monticello, Indiana. Maybe some of you have been there in your own life. And if you have been, you would know that it has fun roller coasters and rides for both kids and adults. Here you can see Indiana Beach, a picture of what you can find at Indiana Beach. You should notice why it's called Indiana Beach is you should see that there's water there, and so it's on a beach. Then we also have the Indiana Dunes Lakeshore. Dunes are hills of sand built up by wind. These dunes were created after Lake Michigan's water level fell after one of the ice ages. When that happened, a bunch of wind came sweeping through and it carried the sand and it created these massive dunes in northwest Indiana. These dunes can be seen at Indiana Dunes National Lakeshore. Here you can see some examples of those dunes at this attraction. This is the end of this mission. Are you ready to take your checkpoint? Have you filled out your notes? Have you answered your challenge questions? Do you have any questions to ask me before you begin? If not, you are ready to take your checkpoint, and I will see you in Level 3, Mission 2. Good job.